I just want to tell you how happy I am to be a single father of 5. It is Friday, and guys, if you can't tell, I am TRD. If you're not from the South, that means I'm tired. It has been a incredible week with the videos and everything else, and again, just want to tell all of you thank you so much for the support and the response this week. It has been staggering how many of you have tuned into the videos. Again, let me say to admins for Blacksmithing for Beginners, Bladesmithing for Beginners, Marty Vinstra is one of the founders there. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to post to your groups on Facebook. That has been a tremendous help, and it's there's been a great response from everybody. So again, thank you very much. But today, dutifully, I have a couple of questions that have come in from you, the viewers, and wanted to do a quick, give you a quick answer. So starting off, we have Mr. Billy Spence, who says, "Hey there, Trenton, long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm wondering if Damascus billet can be achieved from welding rods. If so, the question is being to leave the flux on or take it off. Would you use hard surfacing rods, 70-18, 60-10? What are your thoughts?" Well, the thing is that pretty much any of the ferrous metals, with a couple of exceptions and a couple of, special techniques like stainless steel, pretty much can be fused. So when selecting your rod, basically just like when you're selecting steel for Damascus, this is more art metal than for cutting purposes. You need a steel that is resistant to corrosion and one that's not. So if you're unfamiliar with how the process works, if you have a piece of Damascus and you have one piece of steel that's like a high nickel, something that's very corrosion resistant, and it's been fused to one piece that's not, when you drop it in the acid, the piece that's not resistant is darkened and actually eaten away, and that's what gives you that raised wood grain pattern. So the same thing would be true for your welding rods, and of course the welding rods are pretty specific in their composition. I mean, that's a big thing. So as long as you chose a couple of rods that had those varying compositions, it should be no problem to put them together. Now, as far as to physically put them together, yes, you want to take the flux coating off of the pieces, and just like welding up any other billet, you take the rods, put them together, either tack weld them or wrap them in a couple pieces of wire to hold them together while they're being heated in the forge, and then you would fuse them once they're up to temperature. So outside of the fact that it's small little bars and cylindrical pieces, I see no particular issue there. So I've never seen it done, never heard of it being done, so you're first in line. All right, Mr. Jeremy Simmons says, "I am on Blacksmithing for Beginners and have seen some videos. I was wondering if you could suggest a propane forge. I don't have much time, and I think that would be the way to go." Mr. Simmons, you are running into a problem that pretty much every blacksmithing beginner runs into, and the question is, what do you have more of, time or money? For most beginning blacksmiths, that's going to be you have a lot more time than you do money, especially if you're a broke college student. It's almost obligatory now that somebody says, "Look, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't have any money whatsoever, and I want to be a blacksmith. Please tell me what to do." If you have a little bit of change in your pocket, nothing ever beats the appropriate tool. And there are some really good gas forges out there. I myself started on what was known as a Whisper Mama, which is put out by NC Tool. I believe the Blacksmith's Depot, which is Pie Tool Company, and Centaur Forge carries these guys. I use the 2-burner model, which is the Whisper Mama, and great for knife making, and it served me well for many, many years until I got to doing some bigger blacksmithing stuff and decided to start working on my own forges. They're not cheap. Probably the smallest forge out there you're going to pay a good $500 for. Some of the forges I looked at this morning that were a 2 and 3 burner design were pushing $1,000. So it's not cheap, but here's the thing. When you buy one of these forges, you have pretty fantastic confidence that when you set it out and you hook it up and you push the button to start, it's going to start and it's going to work every time, because somebody has spent an inordinate amount of time making sure that that piece is fine-tuned so that you can do that and you're getting your money's worth. So if you are pressed for time and you got some extra change, nothing beats having the right tool. And this is something else I don't think I've said very often. A good friend of mine actually says this. Used ain't new. And so for you guys that are kind of in the journey of putting your equipment together, remember that. Used ain't new, even when it comes to anvils. So, and you know, half-assed in the backyard ain't new at all. So the preferable way to do all of this is actually to buy a tool from somebody that knows what the hell they're doing until you have enough experience to know what you're doing. So Pie Tool Company, Centaur Forge, they all carry a big line, and Chili Forge. Let me not forget Chili Forge. They have gotten on the bandwagon here recently and have offered a forge to the winning participants in Forged in Fire. So I did not win my episode in season 1. So from I came in second place. So from the bottom of my heart, Chili Forge, you can eat my butt because I don't have one of your forges, and you know what? I don't want one anyway. So you keep it. We don't need your don't buy it. That's right, because they wouldn't give me one for free. So yeah. All right. One last viewer email here. I didn't ask. This is a pretty personal deal, so I'm just going to refer to him by his initials, which is TS. Apparently the autocorrect was strong. It says, "Hi Treeton, the SAS is calling. My name is T and I'm a serving member of the British Army. I spend a good amount of my time away from my family, and so when I'm here at home, there's a real battle within, and I do spend a little time, the little free time that I have with my newfound hobby obsession, which is blacksmithing." So let's see. Anyway, I suffer with battlefield scars mentally, but never showed this even to some of the closest people to me. But when I am forging, I feel like the ultimate man, capable of anything. Today, after seeing some of my work, a good friend who serves with the SAS asked me to make him a longsword. I thought twice, but your No Excuses video hit home and I said yes. Lord knows yet as to how it will happen, but it will. Thank you so much for your videos. You may not realize it, but you are changing lives doing these, and you're making a difference in your trade. Many thanks, TS. You know, guys, on a serious note, I do a lot of ridiculous stuff in the shop, and I like to be an idiot a lot of the time. It's a lot of fun. But it often staggers me when I get letters like this. This is not the first one. I actually get quite a few of these, and there's a lot of folks out there that have taken up this craft as a solution for PTSD. A lot of returning veterans, because this is a damn manly craft. This is damn cool stuff to do, and I've had a lot of people talk about how nice it is to have a little bit of that, to be able to have a little bit of that more control in their lives. So for you guys out there that have served in the military and that you have been in that trench and you have faced incoming fire, thank you guys first of all for your service, and it's quite humbling for you guys to write in and let me know this stuff. It really makes a point. For myself, you guys have got to understand my perspective. If for all the bravado and for all the fun, I am just another asshat in the middle of nowhere. I am a voice in the darkness. And when I wake up outside of the YouTube deal, there is nothing here. I live in a very rural, very remote area of the country. We don't see a lot of people, and it's just always staggering to know that through that veil there are so many people that get to see this, and it's pretty amazing. So anyway, all that aside, again, let me say, guys, thank you so much for this past, it's just been a week. I think I started putting up the 17th, 10 days, and the response has been great. I'm probably going to take this weekend off. I say that in all sincerity, but watch there be videos this weekend. But just, again, guys, thank you so much for being with me on this, and hey, get back to hammering. You guys be good.